Welcome to Nadia's Kitchen Creations. This week I'm making roti, Guyanese/West Indian style. You'll need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You're going to mix that well. And then you're going to need, I like to just have it on hand, 1 cup of lukewarm water. Start with about 1/3 of the water, incorporating it into your dough. And as it's starting to pull together, just add a little bit more water to the dry spots. If you add a little too much water, it's easy to remedy with a couple of tablespoons at a time. You do want a nice soft but slightly sticky dough. And the mixing should take a few minutes. Some people barely mix it, pull it together. Some people mix it a little bit longer. When your dough has come together and it's not super sticky and it's pulled together nicely, you're going to add about 1 tablespoon of oil to your bowl, making sure that the dough is covered completely. And then you're going to cover that with a piece of plastic wrap or a damp towel. And you're going to leave that for about an hour at least. So after an hour, you can see that the gluten is relaxed, and on a floured surface, you're going to divide your dough into 5 to 6 even pieces. At the side here, I have a small bowl that has about 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of vegetable shortening. Some people add a dab of butter. You don't have to, but you can if you want. And a piece of paper towel that is folded up, and we're going to use that as our little applicator. Roll out each piece into a rough circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you're going to use your paper towel and dab your oil mixture, and then I'm going to show you 2 of 3 methods to make your roti. The first one, you can use your finger, the edge of your finger, clean finger. You can use a knife, or I use a pastry scraper, anything with a sharp edge. So you're going to cut that halfway through the circle. In the first method, we're going to roll it into a tube and press and tuck that into the top, set that aside. In the other method, a little light dabbing of the oil mixture. Then we're not going to cut, we're just going to roll it up, wrap it into itself, and tuck the top in and set it aside, and continue to do that until all of your roti circles are done. And because this is such a small batch, you do want to let it sit to let the gluten relax. But if you are doing a large batch, say a 50 or 100 roti, by the time you're finished rolling your last one, your first one will have had enough time to relax, and it will be ready to continue the cooking process. And at this point, we're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes, covered with, again, a piece of plastic wrap or a damp towel. So once your 20 minutes has passed, making sure that your surface is still floured, you're going to go ahead first and put your skillet or your tawa, which is a roti pan, on a medium heat, and make sure that's nice and hot. And then you're going to start rolling out your roti one at a time. And you're going to roll it to about 1/8 of an inch or less, depends on how thin or thick you like your roti. It's all personal preference, but you don't want it too thick. And so you're going to place your roti on your tawa, ungreased, but it is very well seasoned, as you can see by the years. And the first side is going to take about 15 seconds, maybe a little more. And your second side, when you flip that over, you're going to lightly dab and press your oil mixture into your roti. That should take about 30 to 40 seconds for that side to be finished cooking. And when you start your one, you can start rolling out your next roti. So when the other one is finished, you can set that aside and put your next one on. It just helps the process go a little more quickly. So again, you're going to flip and press and dab, dab, dab again with your greased paper towel, and that takes about 30 seconds. The extra flips are not needed. I just wanted to show you what it looks like on both sides as it nears the end of the cooking process. And as you see in the corner there, in the left-hand corner, I just have this set up at the same time that I set up my towel. I just have a large piece of foil, a clean brown paper bag, and open that up. And that's what you're going to set your roti in as they come off of the heat. You can either leave them unclapped or clap, which is basically taking it off of the heat and clapping it between your hands for a few seconds, or taking it to the next level, which is literally clapping it till it shreds. And that's a Trinidadian term, and they call it bus up shot. So you can do one of 3 methods for this style of flatbread. And if you have any problems with heat in your hands, or you have delicate hands, you can take a plastic container that has a lid and put your roti in there and give it a good shake for a few seconds, and you can have similar results to clapping. The roti can be served hot off of the tawa, which is of course the tastiest, or you can serve it at room temperature. The roti can be eaten plain with a slather of butter. Every once in a while I like to do a little bit of butter and honey, which is really good. Or you can of course serve the roti with your favorite curried or savory dish. Thank you so much for watching Nadia's Kitchen Creations. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below in the comments section. Please don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button so you see when I upload new videos to Nadia's Kitchen Creations. Thank you so much. Your views and your shares are very much appreciated, and I will see you in the next one.